Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my room. We're in my typical setting for my videos once again. Kind of a change being at college. I hope that the lighting isn't too bad. I don't have any natural lighting right now. I just have my light in my room, so hopefully it's not too bad. I look crazy. I know I've had a couple long shifts where I work and it's just been a kind of a hectic couple of days, but I needed to get this filmed so that I can edit it and have it ready to go for the day after Christmas. Because I have a lot of videos to fit in between now and the end of January. I have it all planned out so far and I want to stick to my schedule as much as possible, and so that means that I have to be filming regularly on time so that it's ready to go for all of you. So, today, if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, we are talking about the word of the year. Specifically, your word of the year and how you will figure out your word for the year. So what a word of the year is a word that you choose that means something to you, that will be your focus for the rest of the coming year, for the entirety of that year. So when you choose a word, you choose something that you aspire to, that means something to you, that you want to grow in, all those things. And I have a couple of questions you can ask yourself to find this word, how I found my word, and so hopefully all of this will help you form your word. I know there's a lot of great YouTube videos out there, also explaining word of the year. The one that was really common last year I found was one little word. It was a hashtag, so if you go hashtag one little word 2018, you'll find a lot of things, especially on like Instagram and other social media sites. But if you type in one little word, I'm sure a lot of other YouTube videos will pop up and you can see some other people's perspectives as well. Can't talk, it's really late right now. Okay. So first, to figure out your word, here are some questions that you can ask yourself. First, what was good about this past year? So maybe make a list of things that went really well. What were the positives? What did you find were fruitful? Fruit of the spirit. If any of those fruits were like really great this past year, write those down. So kind of reflect and be like, what did I grow in? If I had a word last year, how did that go? And then, after you've reflected about all the good things, what could have been better? So what things didn't go as planned? What goals didn't you meet? If you had a word, was it meaningful to you throughout the entire year or just through part of the year? What happened that could have been better but was okay, you know? Things that just didn't go as planned and maybe need a little more work. And then finally, what do you want out of this coming year? That is super important. I would make a list. That's what I did. Looking forward at next year, 2019. Like what things you want to do, what things you want to see, what fruits do you want to grow in. I've been doing my Fruit of the Spirit series, which I'll link up in the cards right here in case you haven't seen those. But those might be a word that, or something that you could grow in, and that might be your word. So make a list of things that you want out of 2019. It could be things, it could be abstract things, it could be concrete things, any of it, but it'll all kind of help you point you towards your word. And then finally, lastly, who or what inspires you? So if there's a specific scripture verse that inspires you, write that down. A person from the Bible especially, a saint, a person in literature, a person in the media, anything like that, who or what inspires you. And then, so I'm going to go through and answer how I answered the questions myself for this year. So what was good about this past year? For me, Lent and Advent were really fruitful. I really dove into the seasons and I gained a lot of things from them. I really followed through in the things I said I was going to do. What could have been better? I kept all of the things that I did kept leading me to the fact that I need to trust and surrender. And I'm still working on that. That's something that I continue to work on. And it's something that was just kind of a theme for 2018, was that I need to trust, I need to surrender, I need to be present, all those things. I need to focus on my relationship with God. And then what do you want out of this coming year? So I said I wanted peace. I wanted to be present in my life, be really in the moment, there for people, things like that. And then trusting was another big piece of that, was just giving it all to God and letting Him take over my life. And then finally, who or what inspires you? So I found a couple people in the Bible, as well as saints. So I kind of let those people inspire me. So for example, I really always have looked up to Esther and Ruth in the Bible. They're both really strong women. They're women who have books named after them. And they just have a lot of great qualities that I want to emulate in my life. So the possible words that I came up with from all of the above questions led me to bold. Like Esther and Ruth were really bold in their courageous faith. And they did bold things in the Bible that you can read about, and I suggest you do. Then intentional also came up. Being very in the moment, present, intentional. And then trusting, of course, because trust was for Advent and also Lent. And the Steubenville conference that I went to, it all pointed to trust, that I need to trust. And with intentional, present was another word that I came up with, because being present in the moment, being present to my life right now, where I am, and where I'm going. And then finally, peace was kind of what it came to as something that kind of incorporated all of it. So as I mentioned, the hashtag #OneLittleWord. So hashtag #OneLittleWord 2019. I'll probably have stuff about this on my Instagram, so go check me out. I did change my name there. I was Spark Girl. I am now Catholic Girl 247. So, same as my YouTube name now. I wanted things to be a little bit more cohesive, and we can talk about that in the next video, because I do talk about that. Last year, my word was hope. I chose that for several reasons. One was Star Wars, because I love Star Wars, and hope is a big thing in there. Especially with like Rogue One coming out, or came out a while ago, and like, yeah, it was good. There's a lot of things that pointed to hope, and I was just really like enamored with how it fit into A New Hope, which is the original first Star Wars movie. So hope, also in hope for 2018 new opportunities that I had, new experiences that I would have, and just overall hope made sense for that year. So this year's word for me is peace. So this year I have hope. Next year I'm going to focus on peace. And so what that means for me is freedom from disturbance in life. Just quiet and tranquility are synonyms that kind of go with that. So being quiet and tranquil of heart in chaotic times. My life is a little crazy right now with college and everything. So having peace of mind, peace of heart, just being peaceful, tranquil, calm, all those things. Peace in the knowledge that God is with me, specifically. So trusting so that I can have peace because I know He's with me. That was the big part of that, was trust, and how trust fits into peace. And I did talk about peace as a fruit of the Spirit, so I will link that up in the cards over here. But this video is also about setting goals. So there are several avenues of goals that you can set. You can set lifestyle goals, personal goals, career goals, spiritual goals, faith goals, and any of those things. So I have a couple that I came up with. I'm still finishing up which goals I'm going to have for 2019, but this is what I have so far. So first, I really enjoyed working in my Advent devotional, so I want to continue that with the Take 10 devotional that I have, and I have a video on that, so I'll link that up here too. I'm going to have a lot of things in the cards today, and that talks about that and how it coincides with my Bible. So at least for the beginning of the year, that's how I want to start my year, is with my Take 10 devotional in my Bible every day, reading the daily scripture that they have. And then I want to be more conscious about drinking water, because it's something that I was trying to do in 2018, and it happened for a while, but it didn't happen very long, and so I need to drink more water. And so having a water bottle with me at all times, clean. So drinking water every day. And then journaling. I got into a really good habit this past year, and I don't want to give it up, so journaling is going to be a priority for me. As well as my planning stuff, but really journaling and like getting my thoughts onto paper. Okay, so finally, I would like you to take a moment after you finish this video to post in the comments what your word was for this past year, or what it's going to be for 2019. Please post any goals that you have. I think it would be really cool to kind of see what everybody else is doing for 2019. So thank you all for sticking with me and watching this video. I hope that this helps with your New Year's resolutions, with your goals, with your word of the year, all of that stuff. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure when you subscribe you hit the bell button so you're notified when I post new videos, because my schedule for posting will be changing. And so comment down below any video suggestions you have for 2019 so I can get that in my schedule as well. And I hope you have a great New Year's. Bye!